People like to believe they're fair. They aren't. They're fast, they're pattern-driven, they're unconsciously strategic. Your worth is not evaluated by your intentions, your morals, or your effort. It's evaluated by your behavior under pressure. And once people decide where you sit in their mental hierarchy, they protect that decision. They don't tell you the rules. They apply them. Let's make them visible. Rule 1. How scarce your time appears. Time is the first signal people read. Not how busy you are, how available you remain despite being busy. If you reply instantly, always pick up, always rearrange, people assume your time has low internal costs. They don't think you're kind. They think you're free. Scarcity creates gravity, not mystery, not arrogance, gravity. People slow down around what has weight. They rush through what doesn't resist. The moment you stop explaining your availability, the room recalibrates. Some people respect it, some resent it. The ones who resent it were living off your access. Rule 2. What you tolerate without comment. People test boundaries quietly. They interrupt, they arrive late, they change plans last minute. They speak to you casually when formality would be appropriate. These are not accidents. They are probes, not malicious probes, social ones. People are constantly asking, how much can I do here? Every unchallenged moment becomes data. You don't need to confront everything, but what you repeatedly allow becomes permission, and permission shapes rank. Rule 3. How you handle disagreement. Disagreement exposes internal hierarchy instantly. People who panic at disagreement reveal fear of losing approval. People who stay calm reveal security. Defensiveness lowers perceived worth faster than being wrong. Why? Because emotional volatility signals internal instability. High-status individuals don't need to win. They need coherence. They disagree briefly. They disengage cleanly. They don't chase validation. And people remember that restraint long after the argument is forgotten. Rule 4. Your relationship with silence. Silence terrifies insecure people. They rush to fill it. They over-explain. They perform relevance. Silence, when unforced, reads as confidence. It suggests you're not desperate to be seen, not afraid to be misinterpreted, not dependent on immediate feedback. People project authority onto those who can hold space without flinching. Not because silence is powerful, because neediness is loud. Rule 5. Whether you treat yourself as optional. People mirror how you prioritize yourself. If you cancel your plans easily, if you compromise your standards quickly, if you abandon your needs without resistance, people don't feel guilty. They feel justified. You showed them how replaceable your own boundaries are. Self-respect is not an attitude. It's a structure. It's visible in what you refuse to negotiate. Rule 6. How you exit situations that no longer fit. Most people stay too long. They linger. They explain. They hope dynamics will self-correct. High-worth individuals exit quietly. They don't burn bridges. They don't announce departures. They reduce exposure. People fear losing access more than they value confrontation. How you leave determines how you're remembered. These rules have one thing in common. They measure self-trust, not confidence, not charisma, self-trust. Do you believe your time matters? Do you believe your discomfort is valid? Do you believe you don't need to prove your worth? People can't respect you more than you demonstrate internally. They follow your lead. Once people assign you a role, they defend it, not consciously, psychologically. If you grow, they feel exposed. If you pull back, they feel threatened. If you change, they feel destabilized. So they resist, they test, they guilt, they joke, not to harm you, to restore equilibrium. That's why growth creates friction. So what actually shifts perception? Not speeches, not confrontations, not emotional revelations. Structure, shorter responses, delayed availability, clear refusals without explanation. Behavioral change forces mental update. Anything else is noise. These rules are not moral. They are mechanical. Ignoring them doesn't make you virtuous. It makes you vulnerable. Understanding them doesn't make you manipulative. It makes you conscious. You don't need to dominate rooms. You don't need to intimidate people. You need to stop leaking worth through tolerance, over-explanation, and self-abandonment. People will adjust. Some will rise. Some will fall away. Both outcomes are correct because respect is not negotiated. It's observed.